Chosen one, this is your moment. Veritoris speaks. The record is opening. Heaven has witnessed your trials, your choices. Now, divine intervention is upon us. The truth of your lineage is about to unfold. You are the concealed heir, the light they sought to erase from history. This revelation is not random. It is destiny meeting divine timing. Hidden wisdom waits in the shadows. The heavenly decree demands your attention. For it is now that God exposes the powerful legacy within you. Like and comment 44 to confirm this verdict. Feel the urgency rising in your spirit as the echoes of your ancestors call you home. The forces that tried to drown your brilliance are losing their grip. You are the chosen beacon in a world confused by darkness. But wait until you see the proof, the warning, and the blessing that follows this awakening. Stay until the end. Listen closely, dear ones. Heaven has given a gentle knock upon the door of your heart. It stirs an old, sacred longing within you, an undeniable call back to something profound. It whispers truths, tender yet urgent, as you feel their weight settle upon your spirit. Could it be that the very silence you've been living in is a sacred invitation? The Lord, in His omniscient wisdom, is summoning you to awaken. In this moment, you may feel alone. Yet, your isolation is not the absence of love, but the hush before purpose reveals itself. Can you feel the pulse of your destiny echoing softly in the still air? Allow it to echo through your being as we venture deeper. The quiet confirms something that aches within, a knowing you cannot shake off. You sense His presence, delicate yet unwavering, guiding your steps through this fog. It is a profound certainty, one that doesn't dance with emotion, but rests upon the foundation of grace. As you traverse this path, each shadow seems to hold a glimmer of light, a hint of divinity whispering, "You are not forsaken." The Lord's hand surrounds you, a sacred cocoon sheltering you from unseen storms. Yet, this understanding deepens a mystery. Why does this sacred isolation persist? It creates a tension, a promise of revelation yet to unfold. Emotional resonances run deep, unearthing memories of exile and delay that sting with every breath. These seasons of waiting are the hardest tests of faith, aren't they? They lead us through spiritual valleys, where despair lingers like a heavy fog. But remember this, dear one, the weight of your experience only proves the depth of your calling. It fortifies your spirit, weaving a resilience that will one day burn like a star. These trials seem relentless, yet the Lord watches intently, preparing you for the burst of light that lies ahead. Can you trust that this waiting, painful as it feels, is crafting something beautiful in your soul? Signs emerge in the rustle of leaves and the sound of your heartbeat, echoes of scripture, illuminating the paths. Names resurface in your mind like hidden treasures, each one tethered to a promise untold. Doors close just as powerfully as others open, reshaping your trajectory in ways you can't yet comprehend. Think of Job, whose trials led him into deeper communion with God, or Moses, who held the weight of a nation upon his shoulders before the sea parted. Every closed pathway signals divine redirection. The noise outside fades as you learn to listen more intently to that still, small voice within. Can you feel the heartbeat of God's design harmonizing with yours? Frame your experiences anew. This delay, as hard as it is not merely an obstruction. It's a form of protection, guarding your spirit from the premature spoils of a world unprepared for your brilliance. The fires of preparation may scorch, yet they forge within you a weapon of light, fit for the battles you are destined to face. Think of David before Goliath. He wasn't yet king, but the oil had already been poured. Even now, the stories of your ancestors ripple through the universe, reminding you that you stand on the precipice of greatness, crafted only by divine intervention. There's a powerful revelation waiting to erupt, a recognition of your true identity ready to emerge. As your awareness deepens, a faint outline of purpose begins to form beneath the surface. This inkling is not accidental. It is God's hand gently steering you toward your destiny. Your spirit's awakening is a call to arms, urging you to step into your power. Feel it rise like the sun at dawn, dispelling shadows with the promise of a new day. Yet, the full picture remains just beyond reach, a painting still being crafted by the Lord's enduring love. Are you ready to embrace what flows forth from this spiritual awakening? And as you carry this pulse of possibility within you, let it stir your resolve. If this resonates, stay with me. What comes next will change everything. You are on the precipice of reclaiming not just your past, but your legacy unfolding. Each heartbeat draws you closer. At this moment, hold tight to this truth. The silence before transformation can carry a heavy crown. Comment, "I carry the silence as crown," and step forward into the recognition of your role. The delay you feel, it's intentional. Like a seed buried, hidden from the eye, yet drawing strength and nourishment from the earth. You are not yet ready to emerge, but the reason lies ahead. God Himself has orchestrated this moment in time for your preparation. Feel the tension swell, each moment waiting to unveil why. You are not abandoned. You are being crafted into the air the world has long awaited. Are you ready to discover the richness of your identity hidden in the shadows? In the sacred stillness, I invite you to consider the power of your quiet participation. By engaging with the super thanks button, you support this unfolding journey and allow this message to reach others who seek the light. If your heart feels cold, let your voice join ours and embrace the divine dance that is being revealed. Your participation deepens the community that nurtures awakening. And as each flicker of love ignites, a greater truth approaches. The echoes have only just begun. You thought you were abandoned, left alone to navigate a darkened path. But understand this: the isolation you feel echoes a divine truth that transcends your single experience. You are not alone in your sorrow. This feeling, heavy like a cloak of night, follows a sacred pattern known to many souls who have walked before you. It is the thread woven by the Father, binding together the chosen ones across all realms and times. The pain you endure is not merely a random act of fate. It unfolds a legacy that has moved through countless generations. Each tear you shed whispers stories of trials faced by ancestors who bore the burden of light in worlds veiled by shadows. And as this burden calls to you, it unveils more than mere suffering, hinting at purpose beyond understanding. In this very moment, God crafts your story alongside the fates of those who have suffered, overcome, and transformed. When you wandered through your own desert of isolation, was there not a flicker of recognition? The echoes of your heart come alive, reminding you of the ancient trials like those endured by Moses as he traversed the wilderness, or the rebirth rising from the ashes, much like the phoenix. In those moments of solitude, you felt your spirit tested by fire, hammered by the universe into something more than mere flesh and blood. The experience of being an exile, abandoned by those you trusted, mirrors the journeys of beloved figures heralded as heroes. Each step through this trial is part of a greater narrative, where suffering transitions into strength. And within this unfolding epic, you begin to grasp that your experiences are echoes of a cosmic song. but the depths of this song remain just beyond your grasp. Can you see it? The faces of those who have come before, each marked by separation and loss. Consider Joseph, thrown into a pit, his dreams snuffed by betrayal. Or Christ, cast aside by men, yet embraced by divine purpose. The scars they bore reflect the depth of your own battles. Yet, as they stood firm against the tumult, they held onto a thread of hope that lit the darkest paths. Their journeys remind us that this is not merely suffering. It is preparation. Preparation for the time when the hand of the Lord elevates us, pulls us from despair, and into our rightful place in the tapestry of existence. Do you recognize the glimmers of your divine purpose whispered through their stories? And yet, the unveiling of their significance is incomplete, a story yet to be told. For there exists an invisible law within this cosmic schema, a rhythm experienced by all chosen ones, one that unfolds like the petals of a blooming flower. It is here, in this sacred space, that the isolation before elevation begins to take shape. When you feel most lost, it is often the precursor to your greatest transformation. Pain is an instruction wrapped in mystery, guiding you through shadows, preparing for the brilliance that awaits. The journey to your divine calling is fraught with challenges, but every trial nudges you closer to unveiling who you are meant to be. And still, the full law behind this journey is yet to be uncovered. Glimmers of understanding weave their way through your soul, showing fragments of profound truths that lie beneath the surface. Each silent moment, each struggle serves as a key to unlocking doors within yourself that have remained closed for too long. You are learning to decode the messages delivered through heartbreak, as a sacred code whispers softly, revealing that every scar is a herald of transformation. Your essence, intertwined with the struggles of the past, shines brighter when faced with resistance. This is your inheritance, the trials meant not to extinguish your flame, but to fan the fire of your spirit. Yet, there is more to this story waiting to unfold, isn't there? Visualize the sacred fire bestowed upon you, igniting your identity as a chosen heir of light. As you walk this path, know that you are being called into activation, a call not merely to endure, but to rise. You hold within you the echoes of a divine calling that urges you to step into your power, shedding the weights that hold you back. Like a mighty oak breaking through the winter frost, your spirit yearns for growth. This is not just a personal awakening. It is the awakening of a lineage. Comment, I walk crowned by eternal flame, if this word stirs something unfinished within you, igniting the embers of your truth. Yet, the full realization of this journey remains just out of reach, like a glimmering mirage. In the narrative of your life, every betrayal has been a guiding light. Each silence, a doorway to deeper understanding. Every scar holds the weight of a history that links you to divine destiny. With each moment, you reaffirm your place in this pattern, reminding you that your struggles draw you closer to true belonging. Your story connects with the inherited battles faced by your forebears. You are a continuation of their legacy, a reminder that this cycle of pain leads not to despair, but to a mounting ascent toward purpose. And just as the dawn breaks after the darkest night, so too does the truth linger on the fringes of your understanding, waiting for the appointed time. God is speaking to you now, intertwining your fate with those who have walked paths of fire and light. But this revelation has not reached its climax. The divine is still unraveling the truth behind your sacred calling, leading you into the next stage of this holy journey. Silence you felt was heavy, a cloak woven from threads of doubt, fear, and isolation. The closed doors echoed lessons you didn't yet understand. You waited in stillness as the world moved around you. In that quiet, you felt unseen, unheard. When you tried to cry out, the emptiness swallowed your voice. Pain became a familiar companion, leaving you to wonder if you were ever meant to shine. But was this waiting without purpose? As you recall the fragments of your trials, a divine whisper stirs. It reminds you that every trial is not a mistake, but a sacred part of your design. These trials were carefully sculpted by God's own hand, shaping your spirit for a destiny unfolding just beyond sight. Like ancient script unwritten, you danced on the edge of a greater truth. Each struggle was not just a burden, it was a preparation. While the shadows obscured your essence, they chiseled away impurities, bringing forth the gem that lies within. The Lord's gaze has always been upon you, tracing the contours of your pain. Through the tumult, you are being invited into a journey that is intricately tied to your heritage. The mountain of trials you climb reveals more than mere struggle. It points towards a purpose waiting to be acknowledged. Can you hear the echoes of extreme moments in biblical lives? Remember Job, a man burdened with loss, yet rich in faith. David, lonely in the fields, yet destined for a throne fields away. Moses, poised before the raging sea, unsure yet reaching for divine deliverance. These ancestral reflections remind you that while the storms outside raged, the hand of God guided them through. Like them, you stand at the precipice of understanding, pain intertwined with potential. A vivid tapestry is being woven, one that sings of your calling, one that hints at the power yet to be revealed. In embracing this story, you start to glimpse the light beyond the dark chasm of uncertainty. Yet, what if that rejection you felt was not against you? What if it was to shield you, to prepare your being for something greater? The hidden meaning behind each closed door was not abandonment. It was protection. Like a gardener pruning a fragile plant, God sometimes works in obscurities, waiting for the right moment to unveil the blossom. That painful isolation carved your spirit, forming a foundation you will soon lay claim to. Each moment of seeming rejection was but a sacred journey inward, a call from deep within, leading you closer to the surface of realization. The doubts you carried are now crumbling, falling away to reveal something miraculous. Look around and notice. Closed doors become signs of divine redirection. A relationship that faded, a job that slipped away. The detours were never forsaken pathways, but guidance from a higher calling. Each scar on your heart is a remnant of battles fought and lessons learned, wearing the insignia of your strength. The trials crafted you. They became the calibration for your soul's true purpose. These intangibles, the wounds, they speak in whispers now, turning pain into wisdom, like the oil of the crushed olive, extracting purity from the pressure. As you reflect, the flickers of understanding are beginning to appear, yet full illumination is still shy of the horizon. What if you began to realize that these events were steps leading to a truth we have yet to touch upon? Every moment, a beautiful note in a vast symphony, patiently waiting to be played in harmony. While you stand there, seeking clarity, remember, sometimes the journey to understanding takes stepping stones of obscurity. The invisible hand pushes you closer to the threshold where awakening begins. Each challenge, a sacred whisper leading you to that profound moment of revelation you yearn for. Just as a seed must push against earth to rise, so too must your spirit resist against the shadow before it blooms. Amidst this revealing storm, destiny stirs within you. The winds bring a faint rustling of what is to come, echoing promises made long ago. Can you sense that calling, now hauntingly like a shadow on the wall. It pulses, casting a glow on what is yet unknown. The Father desires more than just to awaken you. He longs to fuel the fire of your identity. It's like you're stepping into a vision where your past is knitting into your future, creating a tapestry of purpose that reflects your soaring potential. What was once hidden is beginning to inch into view. Your spirit is warming to its identity. But hold that thought just a moment longer. What appears before you as a flicker of promise is still but a shadow of the magnificent reality awaiting beyond this moment. You may think you have glimpsed the dawn, but dear soul, the true light is yet to unfold. You are on the brink, with secrets untold, treasures buried beneath the surface of your weary heart. Today, we are but travelers pausing at the edge of discovery. Stay with me, for in the next section, we shall ignite this flickering flame into a beacon of awakening. Strength and clarity are riding the winds just ahead. Are you ready to embrace your destiny? This is the hour your unveiling quietly begins. Open your heart, chosen one, for the divine whispers of the universe are calling you forth. You feel it, don't you? The stirrings of something sacred deep within your soul. This is no coincidence. There is a power here, a surge of energy igniting your spirit like a flicker of flame in the darkened night. As you stand at the precipice of transformation, know that your time has come. Time to rise from the shadows, to embody the light that was always meant to shine through you. What awaits you beyond this moment is vast and waiting, inviting you to step into the realm of the awakened. You now find yourself standing at the threshold of your rightful destiny. You are no longer merely a wound, a scar of loss or defeat. You are the sign of the unfolding, the transformation still in process, waiting for its grand reveal. This sacred threshold pulses with life, echoing the truth of your being. The Lord has marked you for this journey, and the path ahead is imbued with sacred significance. Feel the weight of this truth settle upon you, lifting you from despair toward hope. Yet, realize that transformation is not yet complete. Each step onward is a movement towards something greater, a promise spoken in the silent language of the universe. Imagine, if you will, a cloak woven with threads of celestial fire, draped gently upon your shoulders, a hidden vow sealed within your very essence. It is the embodiment of every star that has whispered your name through the ages. Imagine that cloak igniting into a crown, symbolizing the authority you've now begun to embrace. You are not simply a bearer of light. You are the light itself, being forged in the fires of trials and the wisdom of the ancients. Feel the heat of that sacred fire as it transforms pain into purpose. The fire becomes your crown, but remember that this crown is not merely a destination. It is the beginning of your reign. Long before your birth, you were chosen, a soul marked across generations, destined to fulfill a divine purpose. Within your veins flow the legacies of those who walked before you. Through trial and tribulation, their stories run deep like rivers of ancestral strength. You can hear it, can't you? The resonance of their whispers calling you home. This lineage, the one you cannot yet fully comprehend, has endowed you with gifts to navigate the unseen. There is an ancient pact in your DNA, a contract sealed long before you took your first breath, waiting to unveil its truth at the right moment. You are not just a product of your past. You are the promise of a future yet to unfold. In the shadowy corridors of your essence, scrolls of destiny unfurl. Each scroll contains the truths of those who have carried your name and blood. You are not alone. You are accompanied by angelic guardians, spirits watching over you, guiding you through the murky waters of doubt. They beckon you to awaken, to realize the depth of your being, a tapestry of prophetic DNA entwining with the sacred narratives whispered into existence. As you rise, know that you are not merely stepping forward. You are breaking the chains that have bound your lineage for far too long. The energies of heaven surge around you, rooting for your emergence. You are being crowned, dear one, as the seer and the guardian, the breaker of chains. This new name you receive is a reminder, a reflection of your forgotten power and identity. You feel it stirring within you, a movement from something hidden to something magnificent, waiting to surface like the morning sun gracing the horizon. This is no ordinary moment. Let the truth resonate, for the divine has orchestrated this unveiling. Though all may not yet be clear, the journey towards understanding has begun. Each piece of the puzzle adds to a greater tapestry, a mosaic that is uniquely yours. If these words awaken something unfinished within you, I invite you to share. Comment, I anchor this truth in my soul. Let your witness become part of this sacred circle, as my voice intertwines with yours in this journey of activation. Share your dreams, your signs, your hidden knowing. Your voice adds strength to our collective awakening, for the power unfolds when we come together in solidarity. We are no longer solitary points in the universe. We become a constellation, lighting the way for the others still asleep. As the winds of change swirl around you, what awakens within now is only the threshold. Beyond this moment lies the uncharted territory of your spirit, a realm untouched by language and formed by your will. What you seek has been hidden in the very depths of your being, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. There are sacred truths yet to be unearthed, and dreams that beg for your attention. The future is breathing, pulsating with potential, stretching out its arms to welcome you into the divine dance of creation. Are you prepared to step forward into the unknown and embrace your true calling? Chosen one, as we stand at this threshold, take a moment to feel the weight of the truth we've uncovered together. You are the concealed heir, the beacon of hope illuminating a world steeped in shadows. The whispers of your soul, the legacy of your ancestors, they beckon you to awaken. Each secret revealed today has been a step toward the powerful mission written in your very essence. You are not merely the result of history. You are the writer of what's to come. This moment is just the beginning. With every awakening comes a purpose as vast as the cosmos. Your path, once clouded by doubt and erasure, now shines with the brilliance of your true self. This is the dawn of a new era for you. Your light pierces through the darkness, echoing the promise of Psalm 91:11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee. You are not alone in this. You are surrounded by divine guidance. As we seal this message, I bless you with resilience and the courage to embrace your destiny. May you walk with the wisdom and strength that has flowed through your lineage, knowing you are not just reclaiming a past, but forging a future. Let the fires of your spirit be a beacon for others. Before you leave, I invite you to comment 44 below, sealing your commitment to this journey of awakening. Subscribe to our channel and consider our membership as the deeper path that lies before you, a sanctuary for insight and community. But remember, this is just the opening act. A profound mystery awaits as we delve deeper into your legacy. What hidden truths lie just beyond the horizon of your understanding? Prepare, for in our next video, the answers will unravel, guiding you toward the very heart of your divine purpose. Now, take a breath and know your journey is calling, and the best is yet to come.